What's good, peeps? It's your boy Eduard Todor. So, turns out that the camera is actually faulty. I have to get it repaired. That's why the audio hasn't been working properly. I thought it was the mic, but it's okay. I figured out a way I can basically connect the mic straight to my phone, and then sync up the audio later in post. More work for me, but it means that you guys get good quality audio, so that's all that matters. And you guys will be able to get good quality audio at the festival that I'm going to go to, not next week, not this weekend, but next weekend. So that's going to be lit. You guys should look forward to that footage. Anyway, let's get into talking about how to make you look like a boss at a party, at a festival, at a rave, at an underground sewage system, wherever you want to go. All right. Now, all this stuff is actually pen spinning moves. Okay, so any pen spinners out there that are actually legitimate pen spinners, you probably laugh at kind of, because it's very simple. It's like a few moves that I've put together in a routine, and I just cycle through it, and it's the same way. But they're legitimate pen spinning moves, and they're way easier to do with a long, like a wand or a drumstick, or in this case, I was using a glow stick. Okay, they're way easier to learn, so I'm pretty confident that you guys can get this down. I mean, if you guys are doing that crazy cardistry shit that I can't do, this shouldn't be too hard for you. So let's get into the workings, and I'll tell you how to do it. So this routine is comprised out of 3 or 4 moves that I just cycle through. Okay, that's kind of the whole routine as a thing, and I just cycle through it, and I just keep repeating it. The first move you need to know is called the thumb spin, I guess. Actually, I don't actually know the names of all these, so I'll just make up names for them. But basically, the thumb spin looks like this. Okay, now what happens, I'm going to slow it down, is basically this is the grip, and you guys are gonna have to probably come back and rewatch these stuff. But this is the grip here, so your glow stick is a little bit off center on the middle finger and the ring finger, just kind of resting like that, and then the thumb holds it in place. So without the thumb, this falls. Okay, so this is the grip right here. Okay, and now what's going to happen, the thumb pushes that way, and the middle and ring finger going to pull this way, so it's this. And what happens is the stick moves around your thumb and comes here. So this is the move. Now once you have this down, okay, if you can't get that, just rewind and watch the exact placement, and you get it down. It's actually not that hard with a big stick. It's way harder to learn it with a pen. All right, a pen took me way longer. All right, I actually originally learned it with a pen. See, I can't. There we go. And it's you have to be precise. With this, you have room for error. Now, once you know that, you can actually start twirling a complete twirl. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna hold the glow stick or whatever you're using, the wand, upright like so, with the palm facing up, thumb on top, fingers on the bottom. You're gonna basically start spinning anti-clockwise and turn your palm face down. And you're going to keep spinning, and you're going to turn your palm face up. So what's going to happen is you're going to do a thumb spin, and then you're going to finish the rotation with one of those palm spins or wrist spins. I guess you're using a wrist, okay? So it's going to look like this. Boom, 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 boom. That's what it looks like when you have the completed motion of that. So this is the move that I use to basically tie in every other move in this routine. Okay, when I don't know what to do, I do this. Okay, and I'll slow down again. So with thumb spinning, then we rotate, palm down, palm up, thumb spin, rotate, thumb spin, rotate, and it just keeps on going. Now, once you have that, we can actually learn the other components of this routine. So this next move looks like this. Okay, let me try to get a slight distance so you can kind of tell what's going on. All right, it's hard to see, but it looks like that. Okay, and what's happening is basically I'm not actually like it's the glow stick stays between these two fingers, between the index and the middle finger. What actually happens if I can get a bit more light in line with that, so you can see what actually happens is the middle and ring extend like this. So they do this kind of motion, okay, like this, and the wrist does this at the same time. So the motion, it's hard to do slow motion, but it's kind of like that. Okay, so you start palm up. You're gonna move palm down. You're gonna start rotating the glow stick, anti-clockwise. You're gonna start rotating anti-clockwise. I would say how many? Maybe 180 degrees. Okay, so you're gonna start here. You're gonna rotate 180. From here, these two fingers are gonna extend, and this is gonna do this type of motion. It's so hard to explain doing this slow, but you're gonna go from here to here to here. So you're gonna extend, the glow stick is gonna come up, and you're gonna come back. I might have to play that in slow motion so that you guys can kind of understand the actual pathing of the glow stick. But it's really about a weight. I can feel the weight, I extend, and I just keep it rotating the way it feels like it's gonna go. Just like so. But again, it starts palm up, 180 degrees. From here, I'm gonna keep the glow stick going in the same direction, up and around. So palm up, 180. My index and middle finger extend. It's gonna keep going that way. And then it's gonna go above my hand as I turn my palm back face up. So it looks like that. Okay, slow motion, it's this. It's my wrist turning as well as my fingers going up and down. Any pen spinners that have a tutorial for this move would be appreciated because it's really hard to teach in slow motion. So maybe people have a way of teaching this. I'm sure it's a very popular move, but it looks like so. So it's here, here, so 1, 2, extend, go above, and come back to center. Now, once you have that, there's only 2 more moves you need to know. So from here, so I've just finished this, right? Here and here. I'm gonna go into a finger roll. So basically, I'm right now I'm between these 2 fingers, right? I'm gonna push my index and pull my middle finger, and now my ring finger is gonna come to the play and switch out. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. My middle finger now is gonna push outwards. My ring finger is gonna pull inwards, and my pinky is gonna come into the play. So it looks like this. Okay, and fast motion, it looks like that. Here, here. So you start here, you do that first move, which I'm going to call the Index Twirl, just for the sake of referencing. The Index Twirl, this one, the one we just learned. Index Twirl, and then I'm going to go into a finger roll. Okay, so it looks like that. Again, if you guys have to rewind and rewatch that, you may, you're welcome to. It's going to take you some time. Don't get frustrated. So here we go. We go into the index roll, which I'm sure has a real name. I'm just making it up. Once we're here, we're going to do a finger roll. So we're going to transfer from the index from middle finger to the middle and ring to the ring and pinky, and then catch it in our normal grip, like with all the fingers above and the thumb above. The fingers below, thumb above. So here we go. Like this, index roll, and then index twirl, and then finger roll. So boom, 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 boom. Now once you catch it here, you may notice you can actually keep the first one going, this one that we learned. Okay, so you can actually go here, do the finger roll, and then continue on with the first one, a thumb roll. So there you have a routine by itself right there. But there's one more move that I like to use. You don't have to use it, but this is one that I like to use. It looks like this. It kind of looks a little bit like the first one. It's less cyclical in the sense that it's harder to. Oh no, you could still cycle it. It looks like this. Basically what I'm doing is the grip is like this, right? I have my index, so my thumb right here in the base of the thumb, and then it's supported. The glow stick's supported by my my ring finger. Damn, I can't even remember the names of fingers right now. My ring finger supports it, so there's pressure going up, right, that way, from my thumb and my ring finger. My middle finger also kind of cradles it, okay? What happens is, as I push up with this and I release my thumb, this is going to start spinning, and my index finger is going to come in, if you notice that, it's going to come in and apply counterweight to that glow stick for it to rotate all the way back. So it's here, here. It's hard to do in slow motion, so I'm going to kind of try to do a couple so you guys can kind of see where it starts and where it ends. That was a good one, there. So what happens is, again, I let go of my thumb. This is going to come out. My index now catches it and applies counterbalance for it to come back like so. I'm trying to do it slower, but it's so hard because you need momentum for this to work. Again, if pen spinners have a tutorial for this specific one, please post it below. I'm going to try to compile a few tutorials for anyone that doesn't quite get it. I'm sure there are, kind of systems to use in place when you're trying to learn these moves. So now, if you had to rewatch a million times to figure them out, once you have them all together, this is what they look like. So I start off with the index twirl. So I go boom. Then I go into a finger roll. Then I go with the thumb routine from before, where I can keep cycling through it, okay? But instead of keeping on cycling through it, I catch it in between my middle and my middle and ring, and I go into that last one we learnt, which I don't have a name for. It shall be known as the last one. And that one then finishes off with a finger twirl as well. So I go index, finger twirl, thumb, then into the last one, then another finger twirl, and I can just keep cycling through these. I can literally just keep going all day, choosing whichever one I want to keep going, and then keep on cycling, and oop, I almost lost it. But yeah, and this looks really cool because it's going in the same direction, so anyone watching from above or anyone watching kind of, on any level is going to basically be really impressed. And of course, when you have glow sticks in the works, it looks pretty sick. So, yeah. I hope that helped. It probably didn't. Probably made you more confused than you started, to be honest. But this is harder to teach than I originally thought. So, yeah. I hope you learned something. I wish you luck. It's been good. It's been fun. It's been great. But, yeah, as always, mad respect, much love, stay lit, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.